we're doing. Let me just lower this music a little bit. Alright. So, we have smooth chats today, as you can hear. I'm just finishing writing a few emails and then I'm gonna jump right into coloring some stuff. I don't really have anything, you know, special planned right now. Yeah, we're just gonna jump into it and go from there. So. Alright. Cool. Alright, everything should be set up. So, you know, last time we did the lava tiles and stuff. Today I just opened up randomly 3 packs and we're gonna go with those. And our cat is going crazy. That's fine. If you hear any meowing in the background, don't be alarmed. He's fine. He's just being a little bitch. All is good. He got his food, he got his everything. Alright. So, yeah, we have a nice little fort here. We have the up and down elevator tile, like the big main hall segment. And then we have the gate. This will be kind of interesting to color, because this outside layer potentially could link up with other tiles from my previous packs. You could make it work somehow. It's not, you know, it's not the main thing people use it for, but we'll probably need to do some like smart things with the coloring here. So we'll see about that. Also there's some snowy bits that we will paint. So we'll have to come up with some snow colors, which obviously white, yes, but you know, some shadow layers on it and stuff like that. So that's all we have for today. Start with these 3. I'll probably stream for a lot longer today than I did before, because I have all day ahead of me and the end of the month is approaching quite quickly, and I still have quite a few tiles to color. So it's gonna be a clutch, but we can get there for sure. So I'm not even gonna talk too much today. I'm just gonna like super focus in and just color. Yeah, if you guys have any questions still, please let me know. And we'll see about it. So, let's do our usual prep. What I like to do is color multiple at the same time. 1, it's not that boring that way. 2, I believe it's quicker. Because you have one thing selected and you just go through all the maps and paint the same thing wherever you have to. So we're gonna start with just making everything into their separate folders, you know, the usual stuff, and go from there. Nothing new, nothing fancy. Okay, so that's that. Really need a bigger desk though. Say that. For sure. That's not the right color. That would be fun. For a background. Okay. Actually, oil paintings use usually a reddish background if they're painting people, like faces and stuff, because, you know, this will sound graphic, but underneath your skin, right, your muscles and your blood and stuff is red. So you use like a blood red, like undercoat to, you know, give that effect, because it will like punch through a bit through the colors. So that's the reasoning there. It's pretty cool stuff. Alright, so let's do mountain here. Can do our usual trick. Select them like this. Select that stalagmite. Yeah, and then just fill. Okay. Oh, no, wrong. Gotta select this, now fill. Now it's gonna be good. There we are. Was on the wrong layer. Here we don't really have mountain, do we? No, we just have columns. Here we do have some. Here. I'll try and be fast today. If I make any mistakes, I'll just note it down and fix them later. I'm just really trying to push through these as I can. Alright, columns. Do the same trick. What's here? That was weird. Oh no. Again, I have to change back. Keep forgetting that. Okay, we have some columns here as well. What I'll do probably is I'll release the line art pack sooner, and then, you know, if the coloring takes a few more days, then that will get done soon as well. I think we can make it work though. I'm pretty sure we can get there. Okay, so let's first up get this outside layer done. So I guess we can call this path. So we need to use a color similar to the base color, so something like this on the stones, and maybe even this one. Yeah, let me just, every couple of stones you just grab one and make it a different color, indicating there's a path here. Don't want to overdo this, just a bit of an extra something. That's all. And then some on the outside, just randomly. You can darken like underneath the statues, like indicate their size. And we definitely want to, on the same layer as mountain, just cover this bit. I guess we can make it a separate layer. And then, you know, people can edit it into like a red tone to make it like, you know, lava or whatever. I just want it to be dark now. Don't really care about it too much. So yeah, like this. Oh, wrong thing. Need a hard round. And our opacity up. No, it's good. Okay. That's on the wrong layer. Cool. I think I'll definitely need to make another pack as well for like the outside bits. So like, you know, mountain areas on the outside, not only on the inside of the mountain. So I go back to our path. And then go back to our color. Okay. Alright, that's good enough. Let's do the statues. Actually, let's do the outside mountain. I can't type. God damn it. There we go. Alright, so the mountain side, I'll just use the cliff colors that we used before. So potentially you can, you know, use these in tandem with other stuff I did before. I think it's these two. So bear with me. Actually, this is not the color, is it? Wait. I did the cliffs in one color, which was this one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the one. I messed up. Yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna fill out this stuff with this color, and then I might add some like texture with a secondary color. We'll see how it looks. I don't want it to drag too much attention. Like it's not important to the build, and you know, whatever we make this one will dictate how we'll make other like mountainous area tiles. If we ever do like northern, like Nordic style buildings and stuff, you know, we'll most likely use the same thing because it's a snowy mountain. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. You know, because the packs are building on each other and they are modular, it's kind of important to like think about these things. Like you lock yourself down with a style, right, when you release. So it's just a pain to go back, right, and then change stuff, and then people already started using it and they have to change it. It's just not good. So yeah, sticking to one style from the beginning is important. Like I changed the cliff tiles because they just looked so horrendous, like the original ones I did. They were like grey, rocky things, and it didn't look good at all. So when I did the cliffs pack, the season shores pack, then I redid the color scheme for the what you call it, for the cliffs. So something I had to change. Now, you know, if you put two of them next to each other, like a river tie with like cliff face on one side and the new cliff side next to it, it's like, you know, it's different. So I reasoned that with I'll just go back and, you know, redo the old tiles anyway at some point. So, you know, might as well just get it through with right now. Not ideal, but you know, have to be done, kinda. Alright, so we're just gonna hop on with some darker shades here. Again, nothing fancy, just catching some lines, you know. Just want to give it some secondary color. This brush is way too huge. There we go. So, yeah. Just sketching some areas, giving some others. And then we'll add our snow as a finish. I didn't want to use grey because everything else is grey. I wanted it to be different. Let's see how it looks. We might have to add some grey or some desaturated color because right now it looks like mud or, you know, whatever. Like sand. So I think I'll come back with some grey in a moment, see what it does. This will take the longest because it's different from the rest. All the rest of the tiles will be the same. One more thing we have to figure out is the train tracks, how we want to color those. So, you know, that's gonna be a bit of a hassle as well. But all the rest should just be automatic. Like everything's rocks and stone, you know. There's no lava anymore. We did all the lava tiles, so that's done. Then I still need to draw one tile, which is the Dwarven market tile. It's part way down, but I'll do that off stream and we'll color it tomorrow, most likely. It's gonna be a fun one, though. Big sprawling marketplace. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, we need some sort of a grey. I might use the ground color that we have. It's too saturated. What I'll do is I select this and I push it into the grey a bit more. And I also make it like lighter. So we get a color that's similar to this. Still different. Yeah, maybe like this. So I'll add this in as well. I'm not gonna save it yet. What I might do is just reopen this image and save the swatch then. For now I just use it. I don't wanna mess around with like that sort of stuff right now. Just wanna color. There we go. And then the white snow will add a lot, I think. I was thinking about like adding like pine trees and stuff, but I just don't think it's necessary. It could be a cool transition to like, you know, going from nature into the mountain, where it's like, you know, just stone and rocks and greys and stuff, and outside here is like greens and whatever. But I'm not gonna worry about it right now. It's gonna look just fine. If people want to add pine trees, you know, they can do it. Okay, it's coming along nicely. I like the colors so far. So now we will add our whatchamacallit, snow. So snow is easy. Should be. Grab some white. Color. I guess we could just select these, right? Let's try. Yeah, easy. There's one there, one here, one here. Okay, this side. These little pockets are all snow here. And this one. And this one. Should be all. We can go back and fill. Yep. Okay. Now we need like a very light blue. So we'll drag down, go into blue. Maybe that. See, even that's a bit much. Go back up. So like this. Yeah, that's not bad. So just add some like this darker blue to the bottom of each of these patches. And that's all we're gonna do to snow. Really, not much to it. This is a nice blue shade. Looks pretty clean. Just gonna do this whole thing with that. It's further down. Yeah, that's it. So we have our snow. I need to reduce my eraser size. You could mess around and add effects to this and stuff, but I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. Keep it simple, you know. Then I guess we should add some snow here as well, some snow patches, right? So let's try that. So something like this. Just giving it some shape. You know, make it 3-dimensional, give it some inclination, all that good stuff. There we are. So there's a snow patch. We can add some smaller ones around. Happy to do snow patch. Yeah, that's about it really. It should be good to go. Now, if you're making a realistic painting, your snow would pile up on the bottom of the mountain, like here. That's why you'll get like these big clumps of snow, right? It all pools down there. So if you want to make it realistic, that's what you would do. I don't know, so, you know. Just placing it wherever it feels right. like that. We can add some more here, and then it's gonna be our snow then. You know, I want there to be a path, so I don't want to cover up like the middle part. And it's indicated that it's like walked on, right? Snow is like pushed away there. So the way I'm doing this is wherever there's a break in the outline, so if you do a flat shape, if there's a break here, you're gonna put a shadow here and a shadow here. That's how you give it like volume and look like it's on an inclination of some sort. We might come back with the ground color as well here, because I'm not sure about this grey. We'll need to make it lighter, match with the cliff and all that stuff. Just give me a hot second. I want to finish this snow. So see, break there, so we add our shadow, and then we cut it. So we have a nice little, you know, shape to it. Same here. Make it cut, there we go. And just a, you know, few more little bits and bobs here and there. So here. And then here. There we go. That's our snow. Looks pretty cool. I might add some black outlines every now and there, but I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I think it looks pretty fine as it is. So we might just leave it as flat colors. So one thing we need to change is the ground. So the ground is this color, which should be this. I think I want to make it into our regular ground layer, which is this one. I will push away how the snow looks, but I'm gonna bring it back in a moment. Just stay with me. Okay. Just add the color. Could have selected this with Magic Brush too, but I'm painting, so it's fine. I'll knock it back here where there's a stone and, you know, the edge of the path and things like that. Alright, whatever. Here. Okay, cool. Now we select our darker tone, which is this one. I'm gonna go around our patches of snow. Like such. Maybe even connect them over there. So you can just see the little bits of snow better. Something like this. And then what else I'll do is I grab this one, darker shade, and just on the edge of the cliff here, indicating some sort of a shadow or things being like further down, okay? In perspective, I'll just do this. And I'll bring it into the mountain, like here. So the contrast is not that stark. It's a bit more of a similar color next to it. So something like this. And we should be good. So I'm gonna take a look at it and then probably move on from here. Yeah, I need to give this some outlines, I think, 'cause it's like way too similar to the background now. So I'll come back to this, I think, in a moment. Yeah, oh yeah, I want to bring back this here to the background. might change this though from the inside to a brighter one. We'll see. I'll leave it as is now. I don't like this contrast, it's too much. I think I should do like maybe something like this. Even that, something like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. I'm just gonna change it now. Looks better. Alright, that's fine. So, we have our outside. Let's just quickly jump into our line art. See what we can do to have the situation here. Let's go size 1 should work, I think. Let's grab a black. And then let's see what we can do. Yeah, size 1's not gonna be enough. Size 2. Actually, let's grab our actual thing and make it like size 3. No, size 4. Maybe one more. Yeah, that's fine. So what I wanna do is just grab some of these edges. This big pile. We're gonna paint the rocks as well in a moment. I'm just doing here everything that's different from the other tiles, just so we can move on. And I think what I'll do here is grab all of this line art that I just laid down to the snow. On this, and then on this. Actually, I think I'll put these in a separate layer. Play with the opacity here. So layer by cut, and then opacity is down. So it's not that sharp. Like 50% probably should work. Yeah, and now we merge it back up. So now we have some lines to indicate the snow. So even if you zoom out, see it gives it some like volume there. So that's cool, that's all I wanted. So just to clean things up, I'm just gonna come back, grab our brush, grab our white, and just fill that out. Okay, just neating things up. That should work just fine. Oh, I left out one little bit, so I'm just gonna knock this back with an eraser. There we go. Alright, that should do. Now we're gonna do the little rocks. And for the rocks, I just, you know, grab a gray and just color them. That's it. For a small brush. And just randomly color them with a few gray colors, and the bigger ones give shadow, stuff like that. These can give a nice contrast to the snow. It's not that many of them. It's not too overpowering. And just like this. Alright, it's pretty cool. So we have our mountains outside. Little area here. I want to do the statues next. And then we can move on to all the other stuff. So for a statue I want the lightest little grey we have here. Just gonna lay down a flat color first of all. I use this light to like contrast the like pit here that we have. So there's a little mistake here. Fix that. Right. Now we grab a darker color for shadow. So we go like one down. Let me just lodge down one side. That would be the shadowy side. So I'd say it's this one. For this one too. And for him the axe will be in the shadow side too. Okay. Now we grab another one. And we do finer details. Even. And we grab another one. We go even smaller. And keep going. Just grabbing bits. I imagine would be darker. So something like this. You can grab the really dark one for like these push down areas. Maybe like here. So something like this, right? So we got little statues. There we go. Easy. Okay, I'm gonna color the gateway separate as well from all the other buildings. So we're gonna do gateway. And then this will be the last thing that we color separately. All the other layers will be done in tandem with the other tiles here, so. Alright, so our gateway. I think we want it similar color to the statues, so probably the white will work. Yeah, I think so. So we're gonna do the edge with this. Although that shouldn't be that, so that's fine. Same thing. Actually, let's leave that one because it's below the towers. We want to use a darker gray, similarly to how we do the buildings. There we go, towers, and then grab this and just Actually, let's grab darker. That's good. So we just dot this in. There we go. Same way here. And we do the bottom layer with this. And then we grab a darker for that. Just to indicate some verticality. And then maybe a bit much actually. Let's grab this one. Yeah, that's better. Must look like a different building. That's fine. So now we're gonna grab our second color, just this. Really a little bit darker. That's fine. We'll color the insides. Of the towers. Grab a darker one for the bottom layer. Again, indicating the tower, casting a shadow, so that's fine. Actually go like this, right? When I think of it. Just sun's there. Go straight there. Just leave a separation line there. And then I'm gonna color these things. Just like that. And then on this side. Don't want to overthink this too much. But just indicating some, you know, light and stuff like that. So that should work fine. Let's grab these edges here too. Sure. Not sure about this line. I think I want to break it like this. Yeah, better. Just followed this, just too much. Just broke it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then same thing on the battlements inside. Okay, I think that's it. And then we're gonna just darken the stairs a little bit. Oh, good morning, man. Thank you. We did some snow and stuff. I still need to knock back this line art a bit though, now that I'm looking at it. But it's there, so glad that you can catch a stream. Yeah, maybe something like this. How you doing? You enjoying the Dwarven stuff? I really like making them, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, and we have stalagmites. So let's get going there. That's this one. Same as the columns. No stalagmites here. There's some here though. Also, please let me know if the sound levels are okay. Yesterday's stream, the music was a bit loud, I think. Although I didn't talk that much, so... Ah, thank you. That's good. Yeah, these streams are meant for like basically two kinds of people. I'm filling both of those groups, but basically you either like to like learn or like suggest stuff to creators, so you watch them create stuff and draw and, you know, all that stuff and use the software, or you just like to put something on in the background and, like, you know, have someone talk while you do your work. I guess you are the latter out of the two. Going to the houses now. I'm gonna do a lot more streams from now on, because I just figured, like, why not, right? I'm doing this stuff anyway. I'm sitting here, might as well record it. If someone wants to watch it, they can. If they don't, they won't, like, right? Might as well record it, so why not? I'm really happy that you all are enjoying the lava stuff, though, I have to say. I've been kind of concerned with it. I didn't want to start it because it looked kind of intimidating. Because I know lava can look either really cool or really dumb, dependent on how people, like, you know, do it. So I was kind of intimidated by it, but I'm really happy with the results, I have to say. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, the feedback just been such a relief. I've been stressing on it a bit. Because then it's kind of important, like, it's a completely new, like, you know, new theme. Something I never done before for the maps. And, you know, I've just been talking about this before you came, like, you know, with my, like, modular stuff, it's important to nail things on the first try, or you have to go back and change everything else similar to it that came before. So I mess up the lava now. In the future I want to do other lava stuff, you know, and I didn't like this one, and I'd have to come back and, like, change all of this stuff when I'm introducing the new type. Same thing happened to the cliffs. You know, the older cliffs looked a little bit wonky. So for the Seasoned Shores I redid them, and I pretty much, like, have to go back to the older ones, change them out at some point. You know, they still work, but, like, you know, could be better. This is not the case with, like, other stuff, right? If you had a, like, map and you've grown since then, and you make new ones. Like, you're not gonna go back to the old one and remake it. No point. They're not meant to be used like, you know, together. So music sounds fine. Nice. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Both the team, like the dwarves themselves, and yeah, I talked about this yesterday actually on the stream. Like, I've been doing a lot more, like research and like development stuff before I start a new thing. So like with elves, I did a lot more than with humans, and then with dwarves now I did a lot more than with elves. Like I basically did just styling stuff for pretty much like 3 days straight. I just like, you know, tried things, tried colorations, tried shapes, tried this like clustering look and stuff. And actually when I shared this with you guys on Discord, I don't know if you remember, that was like the 3rd day when I decided the color theme, right? Because we said that it looked a little bit more like Arabic, like desert stuff. That's when I like worked on the coloring of things. So yeah, it took a while, but I'm super happy that I did it now, because, you know, it's like everything's nailed in. I have my swatches, I just go through. It's very machine-like once you nail it down, right? Because you just have to repeat, and now it's just a matter of repetition, and you just do it. Obviously, there's still some new stuff, like the lava, for example, right? That came after. Literally like 2 days ago. And same for the like outside stuff, like the snow and things like that. I just did that as well. But you know, those are like smaller things that you're not gonna sit down and like plan for days to how it should be done. It might be a thing if I was doing a snowy theme, right? Snow was like super important, but it's on one tile here, so it's, you know, all good if I change it in the future. It shouldn't matter much. But yeah, just something to keep in mind, like, I didn't think about these things when I started, and it shows in the older tiles. Like, you can see the change in quality. And you know, I didn't become a better drawer since then. Like, I'm not, right? I'm not drawing better. So it must be the attitude of like actively thinking about things, right? It makes a huge difference. Kind of crazy. Like, if you put like these dwarven tiles next to my like first pack, it's like they were made by 2 different people. It's crazy how much different they are. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind, I guess. Thinking is useful. That's the moral of the story. Good one. There you go. Done something today. And the jazz song just ended. Perfect. It's nice on like doing this stuff these days, because it's the end of the summer, you know, outside is a bit chilly, there's wind, sometimes rain. You sit down, put on some music, get a mug of something. It just feels nice to color. During the summer it was kind of a struggle, like sitting in front of the PC, the air conditioning is like fighting for dear life. It was like 40 degrees outside. It's a completely different feel. So it's interesting, like how much your surroundings can change your workflow and, you know, how you do stuff. How you feel, right, while you're doing it, obviously. very important. So this should be... Call this one walls, I guess? Battlements? This should all be one layer. This will be one layer, the outside. And this will be one layer, and then the roof separate. I think that's how you do it. Just so the values are correct. So let's go here. This is also kind of a huge fort, by the way. I think it's the biggest fort I did so far. Just FYI. You know, in the Keeps and Castles pack I did a few forts, but I don't think any of them were as huge as this one. It's kind of massive. Like the towers are huge too. Doesn't look it, but if you put them like in, if you put this into a city, it's evident how big it is. Kind of huge. Like that's the head of a dwarf. So like, you know, it's a massive fucking thing. Yeah, definitely. Like if you make this into a battle map, it's gonna be kind of massive. Because you know, one tile is meant to be 100 by 100 tiles. If you go with like squares, if one square is like 5 feet, right? So 5 by 5 squares times 100, so it's quite massive. And I mean the 100 squares as in 100 on each side. Right? So 100 by 100. So how big is that? I don't even know. Kind of huge. Also, next time I should use a grid just to nail down the proportion. What I usually do is I grab a size 6 or size 4 and just do a dot so I know how big a head is. And I just go from there. See perspective. Or not perspective, but size and scale. So that's what I've been doing so far, but I want a more accurate measurement, so I think I'm gonna make a square, you know, layout or background, and I'll draw on top of that. Kind of how people do battle maps. It's just about much bigger. Yeah, 500 by 500 feet, pretty much. So yeah, kind of huge. Kind of massive. I don't even know, there's not many spells that can reach that far, right? Or weapons. I don't think so. I think a longbow is like a 350. But 350 in the sense of you get disadvantage on the throw, right? I think. Or on the roll, rather. I'm not sure. Because my party never has to use those like super long range attacks. Or they didn't have to so far anyways. So I'm not really sure. Well, actually, let's do... Ah, that's fine. This should work. Just keep going. This is gonna be kind of a big stream today. Like I'm gonna stay for a long time. Didn't have to go for my wife in the evening to get her home from work. She has some other stuff to do, so I have the whole evening for myself as well. So I think I'll just color for like 7 hours or something. You know, end of the month is coming, so I really want to push these tiles. I don't think I will be able to get them for the end of the month, but probably on like the first or second day of September the pack can come out. Then I'll share the line art stuff and the transparent stuff before that. I think I did the same with the elves, right? I'm pretty sure. This is good. Okay. Dotting in all this stuff will be such a pain. It has to be done. So here we go. I tried my best to release the pack like before the end of the month, but I don't think it will be possible. Like there isn't enough time. Even if I don't sleep, I don't think there's enough time now. So I'm just not gonna wreck myself for those few days. We'll see. We'll see how much we get done today. Because, you know, there's a lot of tiles where, you know, if it's like a train track or something and most of it is a mountain, so they like those can be colored in like 20 minutes, right? So it's hard to tell. I'm not sure actually. I might be able to do it. I don't know. The thing that eats up time though is extracting everything and like packaging everything. And, you know, doing all the release banner stuff and all that shit. Like, that takes up time. It's actually not the coloring that can get. It's all the, like, after work stuff when everything's done. Labeling everything, you know, doing all that stuff. Those can take like a day. Yeah, only tiles, exactly. I mean, I did that before. One time. It wasn't good. Because what ends up happening is... I did that. I think I did that with Seas and Shores. Because Seas and Shores were very clutch as well. That release was very clutch. Because back then, you know, I still worked another job and stuff. I had some things to do. Other than, like, tile stuff, but... I didn't want to drop you guys still, so I just pushed through a night and I colored like 12 tiles in a night. That wasn't healthy. So it's not even not good because of that. It's not good because you end up hating it, right? Because I did it and then I was just like so out of it for like a week. I didn't even want to touch anything that has to do with tiles. And with creative stuff, if you don't like doing it, it's super hard to like make something decent. So yeah, that wasn't smart. I learned since then, so I learned my limits a little bit more. But you know, you have to like push yourself and pressure yourself to like find your limits, I guess. Like what you can take and can't take. Kind of important, really. Yeah. That's pretty bad. So are you working from home actually? I'm guessing you're watching while working again. If I remember correctly, that's what you usually do. Man, battlements galore, right? I should go like... Alright, I'll want to do the tower separately. So if someone has to like color it to a separate color, they can do it easily. I'm doing this for all the $10 backers, all the mayors, so they have an easy time with their Photoshop files. I mean, this would be pretty easy to cut with a lasso tool, but still, it's just, you know, easier done this way. Oh, bank holiday, nice. Lovely. Well, there you go. You're gonna spend your day off watching me? Don't do that, man. I mean, I appreciate it, but, you know, 3 days are not a commonality nowadays. Let's go do something. I'll be here. Every day of the week pretty much. Alright. It looks pretty good already. I think I want to do the edge here. This. And this will be actually a huge bronze roof, like made out of some sort of metal. It's not ideal for a roof, but I mean, these are dwarves we are talking about, so I don't think they really care. So yeah. You'll be lurking? Oh, thank you. Cool. Yeah, what kind of games are you playing nowadays? I haven't played like games that much at all recently. Just been working. Kind of want to though. I want to pick up Minecraft again, as funny as that sounds. I used to like build servers, like build buildings for servers and like spawn areas and castles and stuff like that. I kind of miss it, like I really like doing that back in the day, so I might revisit that at some point. That would be fun. I'll do a little trick here. Actually, I could have done this, I think, because all the towers are copy-pasted. I could have just colored one and then copied the color over. I'll try to do that here. Actually, it should be on a separate layer anyway, so let's do that. Where do I cut? It should be on this layer here. I'm just gonna keep it separate, color it, and then I'm just gonna copy paste. Easy, quick, no one can tell. Right. There we are. Some of these stones are different though, so you only wanna copy that stuff, but I'll repaint that, no problem. So we're gonna copy this and then paste it. Oh shit. Well, now just gonna play them in place. Sort of like that. come back and paint the stones separately. You see, I made some slight errors in the design, so it's not like super symmetrical. Right, so I cheated the system a bit. I copied, but I changed things slightly, you see, and so it doesn't look too, you know, too accurate almost. Alright, cool. There we go. Now we can come in with a brush. Merge these all up. And then move them up. Up on top. Merge these in. Now we can color. So I'll get rid of these. This is the one. Yeah, we just color it. There we go. Rimbird, oh cool. I played that game a bit, but I couldn't bear it. It was too much for me. When my third colony got absolutely whipped, I was like, yeah, I'm done. It's a super fun game though, I have to say. I would love it if it were multiplayer. I don't know if there's like a mod for that or something, but if there was like a good multiplayer system for it, I'll definitely revisit it, I think. I did have a lot of fun with it, but goddamn, it's punishing. It wrecks you a bit. Cryofall, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Is it like a new game of sorts? As I said, I don't really follow gaming news nowadays at all. So. This is too bright. This is green. There we go. Better. Okay, tower's done. So we can merge this into the walls. Okay, oh yeah, we need some shadow inside here too. So I'll make this whole thing this color actually. Let's recolor this quickly. Looks better. There's multiplayer mode. Oh, cool. Yeah, I might go back to it then. Play with my brother or something. It's such a good game. Sci-fi multiplayer colony simulation survival game. Set on a forgotten planet in a distant future. Oh, really? I might have to check that out. An archer core? Cryofall. Oh. How did I not hear about this game? Completely went by me. Oh, it has pretty good reviews. Yeah, I might check it out. It looks really cool. Nice. It's a good one. To be honest, as I said, don't really play games nowadays. Maybe I hop onto like, I don't know, I hop onto like maybe like Civ 6 sometimes. Play a game until everyone leaves and then just leave. I don't like single player games that much, to be honest. It's not really a thing for me. Even if I like build in Minecraft, I prefer to do it on a server. Don't know why that is, but I don't like just go alone completely. Maybe if it's like an RPG, right? I love like Mass Effect and Bioshock and, you know, all those things. Dragon Age, obviously. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to reapply this layer. Put it on the wrong layer. So this should be Developments Tower. There we go. Save it. Cool. Also, I might fall silent from time to time. You probably noticed. My voice is just wrecked, so it's necessary. I want to stay for like 7 hours today. So I might just shut up for a bit every now and then. coming together quite nicely. And I'm just gonna randomly grab a few sides, give it some shade. Just whatever feels right. I'm not really thinking about this too much. It's underground, right? So I mean, it's not that obvious. Like what's in shadow and what isn't. So just randomly here, grabbing a few things. Some shadow. Okay, one more. This already they look a lot more three-dimensional. I added some few layers down as we go. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. So, one more thing, I'm gonna add a few stones here and there. Okay. Oh man, it's gonna be a long day. Just gonna muscle on through. Okay. So now, these are done. We're gonna add some ground color to this floor here. Let's go floor, and then I need something darker than this. Should be interesting. Actually, I think I'll make this lighter instead. Maybe like this. And then this will be the ground. Yeah, that works better. Okay. So can I just grab this? I can, though I need to reduce the tolerance. Okay, cool. So I'll just fill this. Okay. Right. There's some smudge there, it's probably on this layer. Yep. Okay, now we can grab the floor and paint it to the darkest grey, which is this. So one way we can do that is going to here. Select the whole shebang. And then we just fill it. And we'll need to put it underneath stuff here. And I think I put my stalagmites on wrong layer, so I need to move those two. So it's on the line out layer. Those we have to change. Alright. So let's do that. Fix that quickly. Grab all this stuff. There we cut. And then this is our stalagmites, actually. Oh no, this is mountain. Yeah, true. Alright, now we're good. Okay. Fixed, stalagmites, tower battlements, walls, floor. Okay, good. Line art is free. Of all the colors. Awesome. Okay. So now we just gonna go here, grab this, fill out these little bits that got left out. Some other colors. Put down these bricks. And that's that. Should be good. Okay, one more thing I'll add here is do a little add shadow to these walls. So let's grab this color and push it even like darker. A bit, not much. Like maybe like this. Just do this. Just pop the wall out a bit more. And I'll do it next to the towers too, actually. Oh yeah, and this has to be here. paint onto it. Okay, looks fine for me. Oh yeah, so add this stuff out here too. Like this. I think that's all the stone stuff done. No, there's these out sticky bits as well. Let's deal with those. This shouldn't be the floor now. This is the walls. And then there's these bits too. It will be a darker one in a moment. So we grab the darkest one, and then we're just gonna plop these on. And darken one of these sides as well. With a 3-dimensional thing. Then I'll do the cliff. And then that will be it, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing. Same color. Oh, this color. This color? Need it darker than this, but not as dark as the other one. I'll just do it by hand. Something like this. Yeah. Just pop these battlements a bit more here. Okay. I think that's the thing colored pretty much. Yeah, let's do the cliff. And I'll do this dark color, but push it a bit more towards. Actually, let's color it from this. This is our background, so I want to push it darker and browner. So something like. Like that. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so I'm just gonna color all this stuff. Cliff should go under everything here. Okay. Yeah, it works great. I don't even think I'm gonna add another color to it. I think it's just gonna be a flat one color thing. looks pretty good as is. Just a nice little border to the castle here. Or keep, I should say, I guess. That's really a castle. Okay, so our cliff's done. I'll also add a little shadow layer around the fort here. So I'm gonna go back to ground. Just slightly shift it again, but this time towards grey. Get something like this. Just plop it down next to the walls every now and then. What I need to do here actually is grab like size 20 and just go like this. Faster, easier. They look more random. There you go. Just again, lift the whole thing up. Alright, I think that's good. Could do something on the bottom here as well, I guess. Like something like that. Do we need it? It's not bad, actually. Let's do it. Just do it roughly now, and then I'm gonna come back with a small brush and fix the edges. Actually, a better way we could do this. Okay, that's a better way. Faster way. So, I have an idea. Let's just grab our ground layer as is. Actually, wait. Yeah, like this. Will this work? I think so. Okay, cool. So we can darken the whole thing. Actually do it on a new layer. And then what I can do is erase it. That way I don't have to deal with the edge of the cliff, right? I'll just grab a small thing, just go like this. Just roughly following that coastline thing. Obviously this all has to be redone as well. See, now it's like super easy to edit though. Alright, I think I need to go a bit smaller. Go like this. Get rid of all of this stuff. First of all. Okay. Here as well. Okay. So now I can do the thing. Right, and all the rest I can just delete easily. I guess. Does it leave some stuff? It doesn't. Great. Awesome. So, that was a nice and quick way of doing it. Cool. So we got a little shadow going around as well. Looks pretty cool. Okay. So, let's leave this as is for now. Let's go back here. I guess we could finish it and just close it up. There's not much left to do. A few rocks and stuff. I don't even think I'm gonna paint the rocks that good as they are. Need to add bronze, wood, and that's about it. And light, of course. We need to do the light layers. So, let's go with wood first. Let's paint all that stuff. Size 10. That's the wood, yeah. There we go. Now, and add some bronze. I'll add the roof separately, so I'll just do all the rest, little bits and bobs here and there. Okay. Okay. Let's do the roof. Then I'll add some braziers. And we'll be good. It's this one done. It's a pretty simple tile, but it's just massive. It's It's meant to be like this huge thing. Okay. Save. So the thing when coloring these is... You'll see what I mean. I'll just color it first and it's gonna be easier to explain. I want to showcase some bounce light. Metal surfaces, it's nice. So paint all this. And then select a smaller brush. And then we're gonna add in some streaks. Sure, we will do that actually. Let's push it a bit more. See how it looks. Because it will just look like a spider web. That's the problem. I did the same thing on the Elven castle, but that was round, so it was much easier to do this thing. But for this time, we're just not gonna worry about it. It's fine. What we will do though is give some light to the edges, so some light can catch those. So I'm just gonna push back the shadow here, like that. That's good enough. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. And then I'll just add like a gold color as well to the end, the top bit. It's a super like yellow shiny thing. So we'll do a little effect here. This, and then we'll select the yellow. Let's go like almost white. You can see, make it shiny. Okay. So that's a little roof. Alright. So let's finish it. Because we're almost done. Let's go back to line art. Let's get a size 2 and a black. I'll just add some braziers. So let's give one to like here. It's a huge one. There we go. I think I add one to like every second tower. Like here. So we can have some nice light streaks breaking on this tower. You'll see what I mean. So 3 braziers, good. And I want to add some braziers on top of these stuff. And what I'll do here is just copy this. And go over. Place them randomly. That's one. those two. It's 3. So towers have some nice little braziers top. And now we can merge all these. Rename it Lina. That's done. So we can have new layer braziers. Grab our brazier red and color. Now comes the important bit. Let's add our shadows and some lights. So we save this, add a new layer, make it pin light. Now grab our dark blue and fill it in. So that's the darkness added. Now we reduce opacity to 30%. Now we add another layer, that's going to be a color dodge layer. And we'll grab a brush, which is a soft edge. There we go. But it's like 30. And we'll grab our red and go around with that first. It's like the immediate glow of the thing. And then we'll grab our yellow. Pretty much double the size of this thing. And plop it on top. It looks very bright right now, but I'll reduce it in a moment. So this layer should be like 50%. So this is our lights from the braziers. What I like to do is to not have them all be the same fucking thing. I like to grab, let's say, this color, go back in on some of them, give some different light values so they're not all the same color, or something like that. So it has like different hues now. We can also do it with red. That's a bit extreme. You can push this color towards the red a bit so it's more random, like this. So we have some interesting color values happening with the light. It's not all the same color. It's just, you know, it just makes it interesting. That's all. And then what you can do as well is change the brush set and go back in with a different color every now and then. So that's good enough. I'm gonna stop there. So so lights, so save that. So first thing should be deleting the edges of this where they don't shine. So you see it's like super lit up here now. I'm gonna get rid of that. Because obviously the battlements will stop the lights. Same here. This should be in shadow. Also, it won't reach the top of this thing. So see now, this is dark and this edge is light, and that gives a really cool effect. Yeah. These maps are made by the lighting. That's fair. Like, without lighting they're pretty boring, grey and stuff, but once you add the lighting it's like This changes the whole thing. It's completely different. Kind of crazy how much it changes it actually. Didn't think the lighting would have this much effect on this. The outcome of the maps. It absolutely does though. That's some more lighting effects in a bit, you'll see. The way we'll do that is just knocking out the dark. It's gonna be interesting. So this staircase will cut the light from reaching there. Actually the same here. So there's the light there. And you'll see the shadow of the staircase on that wall. So we can indicate that. It's a pretty cool effect. Here too. So you got this dark corner, looks pretty juicy. Alright, that's here. What I like to do actually is just leave the opacity on 100, just so it's easier to see where I need to erase stuff. So that, for example, the back side of this should be dark. It's like back there. Obviously this will cut the light as well, so this is completely dark. And then I see some lines here. There we go. So it's just easier to see, right? Get rid of all of this. And of this. Very important, the light can't reach the edges, because then, you know, if you put a tile next to it, it will cut it. To be a straight line with the light, so that we don't want that, so I'm gonna change that slightly. Very careful. First I'm just using this bigger brush and then I'll come back with a smaller one to fix up all the little things. See, this shouldn't reach the top of the tower. Be mindful of that. Okay. And then the top of these things come it out with. Like this. And then again, light will be cut. Right there. And then like that. Okay. Cool. No light back there, that's good. Get rid of this. This as well, and the edge. Okay, so I think it's all the light knocked back pretty much. Let's fix this as well. Now we can reduce the opacity. I don't need to see it anymore. Sharply. Oh, yeah, actually, this is dark. So this stuff here will be cut like this. Okay. There's some nice little shadows there. Very lovely. Yeah, that's it. So, this is not correct. It is. Alright, don't wanna mess around too much more with that. And now we can reduce opacity to 50%. Like that. So we have some nice coloration of lights. We have our shadows set up on a basic layer. So now we come back to our dark layer. And now we select hard edge brush, and then we select a soft edge eraser, something like this, I guess. And now wherever there's light, I'll just knock back the shadow. Let's do the towers first. So this is the glow of the things. Okay, so we are concentrating on the towers now. So what we can do is come back in, we selected our dark blue layer, just repaint like this. So the light can escape here, so what we can do is just darken areas around here. I don't even know if that's necessary actually. Let me think about it. What if these weren't there? We only did the bottom layer. That could be better. So let's do this then. Can make the roof glow a bit with that light. It's pretty fun. Looks like a disco here. I think I went a bit overboard with this layer here. So I'll just go back and reduce some of this stuff. I mean, make it more uniform, less saturated. Okay. Oh yeah, like this. Make the walls dark. Reinforce the shadows a bit. This side will be dark in there. Again, don't want to go too overboard with this, but you know, there's some cool effects here and there. Will add quite a bit in the long run. Top of these, darken them back. something like that. So I think that's pretty much like good right there. One thing I was thinking about is we could add light streaks coming like through these cuts, but they're high up in the air, so it doesn't really make much sense. Actually, it'll just make the whole thing look like a disco ball, which I don't want, so, you know. I think this will be fine. Good enough. Cut back the light on the roof a bit as well. It's a bit excessive. Okay. Yeah, so something like that. This is our keep. What we could do is add a few lights like outside here, but I don't think we will. So one more thing we can do is erase smaller stuff and do it this way. So let's say there's some windows here emitting some light, so I can put some stuff there and, you know, do that. Same on the up area here. And say there's some stuff coming from the tower, some windows there or something, emitting some light. So like this. And then we can do it with the towers. So like, you know, there's an open door there and some light gets emitted onto the battlements here. Oh, this is wrong. Get a soft brush. This back. Okay, so like that. That's pretty much that, I think. Not much more we should do. Maybe add a bigger light on the gate here. Shine through. I guess we can cut it. Looks like there's a gate. Another thing we can do is add. So this is a cool thing. So we can add bars. It looks like it's a barred gate. Just to give this style some personality. Like this. Come on. It's a hard line. Actually, let me rotate. There we go. It's hard to draw. So you see, that's pretty cool. So there's like a barred gate here, right? Like, makes the light react. Like that. So you can imagine there's a gate, there's a light behind it, it shines into the courtroom and or a courtyard, and then, you know, just the outside there. I might redo this layer. I don't like it. That's so colorful though. Let's go color dodge. It was quite in big patches too. I don't want it to be that excessive. Let's just redo it quickly. Super easy. maybe to 102, just add a separate hue. Maybe add a separate hue to the tops. Because why not? Alright, now reduce it to 50. That should be better. Alright, nice. A bit more subdued. I like that better though. Might add a bit more like wide and make this like super soft. Like this. Just so our map is not that dark. Yeah, better. A bit more warm. Alright, cool. Not gonna mess around more with that. I think that's finished. That's our done port tile. Let me grab my brain. Okay. Save it. And then we add our color correction layers, which is here. Force color balance, run that. There we go. This pushes the contrast, gives it more warmth. And I believe that's a finished tile. One more problem I realized now that we push the colors a bit is here. I have to erase some stuff here, it's too bright. Reaching over the tower. Don't want that. So I guess it's not that bad. Okay, that's it. I'm done. So that's our fort finished. Let's get going. Let's do our Dwarven stuff next. The entrance. Just knocking back this line out a bit more and this snow, so it's not that jarring. Okay, so let's get back to it. We reselect our brushes. Actually, I like coloring with the round brush here. Like size 6. Okay. Oh yeah, opacity. It's like, why can I not color stuff? There we are. Perfect. Hey, we're getting there. It's looking good. Oh, there it is. Man, slapped my neck and it's been bugging me for a while. Finally it's correct. Oh, lovely. Alright. That just gave me like super strength to not stand up and keep drawing. I'll probably go and like, grab a banana or something. I'm getting a bit peckish. I want to finish these two first, so we'll go from there. What I think I'll do is I'll take a break, cut the stream, and then come back in like half an hour or something. That would be the easiest way. I can attend to some of the stuff as well, at least. Okay, what's happening? Photoshop is just fucking me right now. Sometimes it shits the bed. Let me reopen it. Okay, let's save quickly before we lose everything. Is it good here? Okay, I think it's fixed. Yeah, it's fucked. Now let's reopen. I hope it saved it. Okay, good. See, this is why you save often. How's this 2? That's what I need. Alright. Tragedy averted. I'll just paint this. Alright. Okay. How's this 3? So next layer down. Oh, and also I left out this column. Just realized. So, where were we? Houses, yes. This, okay. Yeah, keep going down. Next layer of houses. And we're gonna also paint the top of the stairs. Okay. Top of the stairs. Here, here, and here. Alright. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's go with this. And we finish with this one. This house is 4. Nope. This is 4. Okay. This layer we do all the little stands as well, on the edges. Let's do those quickly. Bottom of stairs as well. Like such. And the feet of columns too. That's gonna be bronze. Okay. Looks pretty good. Anything I left out? I don't think so. there any wood here? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the gate, of course. So let's go up. God damn it. I use bronze on the straps so to look nice and reinforced. It's a big bridge. It's a big boy. It's a big boy bridge for sure. Let's go for like a size 3. Could we add some bronze to these statues? We could add some detailing. Maybe. Just like that much? Could be fun. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? Can add some bronze lining to these towers too. Metal. There we go. Okay. And then this. Cool, cool. Let's do the same in here. Grab all the little things. Like this. The bigger things, some shadow. Okay. I think this is pretty much there in terms of flat colors. What are these things called? Come on, brain work. Brazier. There we go. Right. We do our same little shebang, but I'll cut out pretty much on the side of the mountain and cut out the inside and the gate as well, because that's on the outside, or meant to be on the outside. And I'll only darken the inside of the cave here. So the way I'll do that is I'll grab a magic brush, select this, this, and then I'll probably lasso tool it. So just go here. And just envelop this thing. So now everything we don't want will be there. Okay. But I want the actually I want the mountain itself to be caught. So wait a moment. How do I cut this? Oh, I know. Just do it on the separate side. I'm just dumb. Okay, so go. There we go. So I go here. No, that's not gonna work. Sorry, I'm dumb as hell. I need to select the outside. Wait, think first. So I want this bit to be selected. No, I don't. I want this bit to be selected. Yeah, I was doing it right. Okay, I got it. My brain just melted there for a moment. It's all good though. Let's do it this way, it's easier. Okay, now it should be good. Now we can select all this shebang. Okay, now it's good. So whatever we have selected we want to fill. So we make a new layer. This will be a darkness layer. Darkness. Select this. And then fill it. Yes. And now we give it pin light. Like this. Okay, now it's good. And I want this to be 30%. Like such. So our outside is lovely and sunny, and the inside is dark and gloomy. Lovely. So now, I'll make a new one. Go 50%, about there. Okay, and then go color dodge. And we're gonna do our little braziers here. So, obviously we need a soft round brush. Probably stick to like a 30 for the red. Oh, the strong layer. Okay, this is the lights. Like this. And then I want my yellow a bit bigger. Like that. That's all we're gonna do with that. And we need to erase the parts that shouldn't get any light at all. Okay, that and that, that's good. Top of these. I like to leave these edges reacting to the light though, so we're gonna leave those. Okay, that should do. I want this bit to get any. Okay, cool. And now we're gonna do our erasing here. So now we need a hard edge brush here with this dark blue selected, and then we're gonna grab our eraser. That should be soft. And we're gonna do a bit of a circle, a bit of a circle, and a bit of a circle. make this bigger just so I can play with the light. I'll reapply this probably. We'll see how we do. Alright, so first up, I need this one. Okay, and this light will be cut here, and this will be cut here, like that. So we got this lovely little shadow there. That's one. I'm not worrying about this light now. I think I'll just reapply it. So we're gonna do this side now. Just worrying about that light there. But again, fucked up angles. So we're gonna rotate. Gonna do like this, and then we're gonna do like this. And we don't want that to be there, so knock it back. Okay. We're gonna fill this out, and then again, I'll come back with the other light in a moment. Fix that part. Just focusing on one light at a time. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So again here, if this reaches that far, it will get cut like this. And that's it. Let's get rid of all of that. We'll redo that light in a moment. Okay, that's good. That looks fine. Okay. That's this light. And now what I like to do is I like to select a smaller little eraser here. And what I do is I'll go towards the light with a shadow and then knock it back. It just has a nice little effect. Like this. There's a light on the inside here too. So I'm doing it this way. Some light there, and then we can get rid of all of this in the mountain. We don't need any light. Cool. Okay. That's done. So this should be pretty much in shadow here. So it's just very light. Tap on the corner. Okay. So this light is pretty much done. Like that. Okay. There's still some here, like that. Can't really see it, but when we boost up the adjustment layers, you'll see the difference. Okay, so knock these back, bring them back, get back, bring them back. This is completely out of light. Here again, knock it back and bring it back. Okay, cool. So we're looking pretty good already. Now we can cut the light wherever we have to. Oh, hey, Jim. Thank you very much. It's the grand entrance. We already finished the fort. And opened it back up for you if you're interested. Okay, so I go here. Something like that. Okay, and then this thing. They fall like that. And that will go like this. There's some cool lights here again. It's pretty nice. That's actually not correct. This line should be more straight. Something like that, maybe. Alright. Not bad on that. Alright, thank you. I am doing just that. Today's stream will be really long. Also, I'm gonna go into the evening probably. It's like 6 more hours, maybe 4-6 more hours. So I'm chugging along. I'm gonna leave that. I like that little gradient there. And the mountain is good here. All the columns are good. And then we'll need some light to this thing. So, oh shit. What did I want? Oh yeah, rotate. Okay. So what we'll do is grab our little eraser again. And then slightly. I want that shadow to stay a bit. So something like this, maybe. Something like this. Where you can still see that light and its effects. Overboard here. Let's go here. Okay, now it's nice. Sure, we'll roll with that. So you have this cool little effect going. Alright. Oh, and we left out a brazier. Great. So we're gonna come back here in a moment. Gonna check out the edges, that there's no light there, and there's none, so that's all good. Yeah, that's it. So okay. So let's fix this one. Super quick. Oh shit. Need a smaller brush. How you doing, Jin? Just hopped on. Might have hopped off by now as well. Let's go with this. Lights layer. And then again, blow it up. Lock it down. That's fine. And then we erase, we need a hard edge for this. And we have to, like that. And then we can go back to our soft edge, erase out. On this layer. There we go. Give it some nice little effect here, and then can fix up the edges. Like this. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, it's morning for you, isn't it? It's always weird, like the time shift. I keep forgetting. Let's knock all of this back, and then we'll come back with a smaller eraser. That looks good, so I'm gonna keep that. Add some loving to this building. There we go. This should definitely be mostly dark though. just the edge. Okay. I think it's pretty much there, to be honest. You're gonna add some more little lights here and there, but it's pretty much done. Let's add a few lights. The sides of these. And then like here. Like here. Here. There. Oh, and this shouldn't be here. Let's knock this back. All right. Oh man. Good stretch. There we go. All right. So, I think it's done. Let's just look through it. One more thing obviously we need to do is put on the effects. So let's do just that. Above the line art. Not there. There we go. Make everything pop. Messes up our snow a little bit though, so we might need to fix that. So actually what I could do is, yeah, okay, wait, so let's go back. Don't want these. Okay, what I do want is we're gonna hide. Oh, that won't work though. How can I lock them so the effect doesn't apply? So I want to do it with the snow and the mountainside. And the statues. Mountainside. Snow, statues, gateway. And maybe the wood. Yeah. Lock image pixels. Is that it? Also lock them? No. I think I should. You could select the area you wanted to take effect with the polygonal lasso tool. Yeah, but that's a lot of time. I don't want to mess with that. That might be the end of it, but I'll try this. I don't know if this works, so let's give it a go. It doesn't. Great. And if I wait, so I select an area with the lasso tool, then I apply the effect, and if I remove the selection, the effect will only stay there, or I have to keep the selection separate. Yeah, but I want to keep other stuff as well. So what I think what I will do is actually wait. So I'll select. All right. I know what I'll do. I'll select like this, and then I'll select here. So I'll select here. Shit, that's not what I wanted. Select here. this. Alright. And I select all of this stuff. Like this. So now everything I wanted to work on is selected. So now I just do it and it will only work there. Select all of that stuff and then just do it. Yeah, it worked. Nice. Alright, great. Thanks for the tip. But only the levels worked on it. All the rest applied still, right? Yeah. So the selection only stayed for one. So I would need to do them separately, but I think this is fine. I'm not gonna go back, because the snow is good now. It's the levels that messed up the snow. So I think we're gonna keep it like this. Thank you. Sections one time thing, yeah. Yeah. So even if like actions are grouped together, it's still on the first one, it just uses it up. I'm sure there's a way to get around that, but I'm not gonna mess with it right now. Alright, I see some problems now that we blew this up, like here. So we're gonna go back and fix those. And we're gonna be done. So I need to repaint this again. Okay, any other issues? I don't think so. Okay. Knock this back a bit as well. It's a bit too much. Nice. Okay. Oh man, that's our entrance. Lovely jubbly. I'm gonna finish this as well. This will be the other one we're gonna do quickly. And then I'm gonna go and take like a 20-minute break, have some lunch and stuff. Ooh, save selection. Alright, cool. Also, if I do a selection like this and I right click. Oh yeah, I see it. Or I can give it a name and everything. Great. Alright, thanks for that. That's a lovely tip. I can't use Photoshop for shit. I can only use Illustrator. I'm pretty good in Illustrator. Like, I know pretty much everything there, but Photoshop, man, it's a different world. Alright, so... Where were we? Oh yeah, houses. Here we are. So we'll finished with this color. Oh no, actually with this color. So let's switch one. This. No, this. Yes. So. Let's go. Can be overwhelming. I took Photoshop classes in college 18 years ago and have been using it ever since, so I've just got the practice in. It's all... Yeah, nice. The thing is, yeah, that's the thing, like, practice is the most important. I've studied Photoshop as well, like, but on a very, like, basic level. For graphic design, I usually use like InDesign and mostly, obviously, Illustrator. So Photoshop, I only did mockups, so I know like, you know, layer actions, you know, like masking pretty well and things like that. But I did it on a very rudimentary level. Obviously, for like mockups, you don't really need to know like all too much about things. So yeah, now it's kind of like I'm learning a lot, like day by day, pretty much, on more of the artsy style of Photoshop, I guess. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, and the last one. It's only here. This little thing. Okay. Well, there it is. And then we'll do all the little like out sticky bits. There's gonna be quite a few on this map, so let's get going. It's fine. It's not really visible right now, the difference that this makes, but when I push the colors you will see like it gives a lot more verticality to the whole thing. Oh yeah, Corel Draw is pretty nice too. I used to use it a bit, but I don't even know why I switched to Illustrator to be honest. But I did use Corel, yeah. Yeah, I mean that might be why I changed as well, like because you know, for releasing stuff, like for clients and making everything look nice and snappy, I think like Photoshop is like pretty much standard. Good or bad that may be, but I think it's true. And Illustrator too, like I couldn't go back to Corel Draw now. I think Illustrator just has, I don't know, it's just more robust. What I liked about Corel Draw though, it was like more customizable or easier to customize, and all the like custom brushes and things like that. You could vectorize artwork super quickly. But I think the AI of the, no, not the AI, but you know what I mean, like the vectorization of like pixelated images is like much better in Illustrator. So whatever software they are using for that. I think Illustrator is just better. And I use that quite a bit to vectorize images, so. Right, we have our benches. Give it a save. We'll make them all the same color, just because it's boring. We'll do slight variations in color. So let's grab this. Again, these differences are hard to see now, but once we apply the layer effects, the adjustments, it's gonna be much more apparent. One more thing I wanted to change is on this layer, add this a bit more shadow leading down. There we go. Okay. Let's do our statues. So we start with the white, or almost like very light gray. I think what I do here is I'll color one and I'll just copy it over just to save time, because I'm pretty sure these are all the exact same. I don't think I modified anything with them. So I'll just make one real fast. Like that. And I'll just copy this. Or try to anyway, see what happens. So let's give this select. It says without the line art. Alright, let's pop it behind here. Yeah, it fits pretty well. We're gonna roll with that. Small eraser for like the tiny little mistakes. Nice and fast and easy. And I'll add some slight modifications to them, just so they're not all the same. I don't think it's like super important. I need to let go the motion of making everything perfect. It's just not gonna happen. And there's no need. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, can spend time here and make all the statues like individual, and you know, all of them special in some way, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, realistically, maybe one person will notice it. Maybe. I'm pretty sure that's even a stretch. So now what we can do is merge all these down. I'm just gonna select all of them. Control Shift V to place in same location. Now we're gonna flip. Now we're just gonna move it if I can. And it should fit perfectly. On the other side. Done. Statue is finished. Lovely. So Next up, we'll give him some bronze detailing, I guess. Let's do bronze. Actually, no, let's do wood first. Change my mind. So these are all the statues, yes. This is the wood. Just because there's gonna be come on. There we go. There's gonna be bronze sitting over wood here, so it's just easier if you lay the wood down first. So here we go. It's all the wooden stuff. Alright. Easy enough. So with this you can like make a little elevator system and like use the same tile or like whatever you want really, and have like elevators connect different parts of your city, and you can make like vertical maps and then maybe like lay them next to each other, like level 1, level 2, level 3, whatever, and this way you can have like nice little 3-dimensional underground cities. Pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. Like use some shadow. This, maybe some on the edges here and there. There we are. I on the thing here. And here. Okay. Cool. One thing I'll... Oh, actually we have 4 braziers in the middle. I was about to say maybe I'll need to add more braziers, like here, maybe here. But these I think will give enough light. We'll see. Okay. So we have that. And we can have bronze. Or some detailing. Maybe make their helmets? No. Some bits and bobs like that. I don't want them to look like people, so I might not add any at all. Yeah, I don't think it's needed. It's fine. They're good as they are. I like to add some on the edge of benches though, so we're gonna do that. Just looks cool. I don't know. Alright. Some detailing. Care. Okay. So we have these metal bits here. Okay. Like that. Then we can also do all the little house bits, like these, this, all of this stuff. We're done easy. Here. It's good. And here. Give some of them some light. There we are. Cool stuff. And here. Okay. Alright, I want this platform to be slightly different from the rest, because it's like the main thing. So we're gonna call it platform. It's gonna be under these things. We're gonna slightly modify this color to a brighter one. that much different, but still new color. It's maybe a bit more like this. Yeah, that's good. So I just paint this thing. Like that. And we can add some coloration to the stairs as well, making those darker. I select a small brush, and we just go like this. And then for an in-between, I'm just gonna use the regular brown we have. Like this. Okay, so we have a nice little platform now. Now I just want to add some color to some of these bricks. Don't want to go overboard, but... Oh, this line art there. I need to delete that. It's a mistake. Here we go. Done. So, just adding some stones. Again, altering the color slightly. And then color these things, some of them. So there's some more interests, nothing fancy. Oh yeah, and for bronze bits, I wanted to do these too. Little like railing on the side here. Like this. Just so it looks a bit more sturdy. Here. Although I know I wouldn't want to ride in these things, but dwarves are a brave bunch. Alright, so now we can add some like metal effects. Every now and there we can add these stripes of darker color to look like it's shining. It will work the best when we add the lights. You'll see what I mean. Like this. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, the little these little things. But before that, for the platform, I want to add a little something more. So we're gonna push it down into shadow a bit, and then go around here like this. So we just pop these off the ground a bit more. I use this technique like pretty much everywhere, all of my maps. If I want something to pop out more of the ground, I just, you know, you just lay a darker color next to it and like lift it off the ground. So there we go. Like that. We can do the same like under these legs, around this thing. I didn't bother with this with the houses just because they are vertical enough with like all the different colorations. I didn't feel like I have to like, you know, put some layer next to it like this to work without it. So oh yeah, and then we can darken this pit as well. What we can also do is maybe make light come out of there from the previous layer. But I imagine these caves being huge, so this thing probably goes down for like, you know, 10-20 meters. So there. And now we have some furnaces here that are meant to like power the whole thing. And you would have like a few operators here, like, you know, dealing with all that stuff. At least that's my idea of it. You know, however you want to build your world, it's fine. So let's go with something like this. And then we'll add some light effects to them. Right. So that's everything done, I think. We can do the braziers and all the rest of the stuff. Okay, so one here, one here, and then a 4 in the middle. Alright, cool. I want to add some color to some of these stones as well before we go on, just so it's a bit more interesting. It's a lot of gray right now. What we can also do is indicate the tile pattern here. So what I'll do is again just push it down into darker and then push it towards the red. And now I can just, I'm not sure I'll keep it. We'll see how it looks and then we'll decide. It might be a bit too much. But what I can do now is get a separate layer and then I'll just play with the opacity. Lower the opacity once it's done. So I'll just do it and then we'll make it pretty much non-visible. You will still be able to see the effect. It will give. So I don't want to draw all of them. Just let the general pattern shows through. So like this. So something like this. And now we can lower the opacity right down. So there. Now we merge it back up. We have some tiling happening. So same thing with these little stones. I want to mess with a few of them. So let's grab the ground color again. Make it lighter this time. That's pretty good. A bit too much. Yeah, that's cool. So just a few of these stones. There we are. That's all. Cool. Let's get to lighting. I can tell I will be making a custom version of this tile that has the elevators coming up from a dark shaft. Nice. Yeah, I just wanted them to, you know, be there. On any layer you use. But yeah, you can totally make it. It's easy, you just cut it out, shrink it, so it looks like it's further down, and that's it. You fill out the edges of it with black, and you're good. So yeah, definitely something you can do easily. Okay, so it's enough chit chat. Let's do the dark layer. Darkness, yes, pin lights. I could make this into an action too, but I'm not gonna bother with it right now. Fill. It's a few seconds, it's fine. Now we go 30%. Okay, so darkness layer added. You're gonna do color dodge. And go to 50%. Yeah, multi-level cities, man. This is meant to be obviously the top layer, yeah, so you would have 2 layers with this setup, basically. Or the things could stop on separate layers. So you could have one that doesn't have the little wooden beam on top, right? So if your image is coming down, it just has the shafts, yeah. And then maybe some braking system. You can like throw some like stuff that like holds the thing. I don't know. Maybe. It's just, you know. This doesn't make much sense, but it looks fun, so I went with it. Don't really mind. Obviously you could make like stairs as well, just going down, like a spiral or something. But I wanted a way for the carts and things like that to move, so that's why I did this. And then I added stairs around them. Forget it. We will revisit the dwarves and make some more like vertical movement stuff, it's fine. It will work. Till then. So, let's do this. Braziers. Okay. Grab this. Put these on. Erase this bit. This bit. Okay. There are lights placed with color dodge, and now we can mess with the darkness layer. So, soft round, maybe like this, yeah, and then do this. Let's go one light at a time. It's gonna be easier to deal with this stuff. What the hell? Oh yeah, wrong color. There we go. I love these shadows. They look so cool. That's this one, I think, very much. Let's get the next one. Didn't really think here, did I? This doesn't make any sense. There we go. Better. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get this done. Again, watch out with the edge, so I'm just gonna go like this. So I can cut it here. It's a nice little shape. Okay. I'll leave this, I like this effect, it's gonna stay for now. Maybe knock back this top one a bit, like this. And go for a smaller brush. Here. Like this. Yeah, that works. Okay. That's all here, I think. Oh yeah, here. So we do like this. This can be filled out with this, so that's fine. In theory, this would put some lines here too, because of this statue. So if I do something like this, and with this as well. Right? But I don't want to mess with that, because then I have to come back with this, and it's just a mess. So I'm gonna keep it as is, it's fine. Alright. Light beams start crossing, that's when you get some difficulties with coloring this stuff. Alright, let's come back to this light. Didn't finish it. There. It's just dark. Looks pretty neat. Okay. Let's get our big brush back. Okay. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. I could give these some, you know, weird shapes on the sides to make it look like the shadow of the statue, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Just keep it stylized. This thing will shine this in, but I'm just gonna draw it for now. Okay. And then here. Here. Yeah, something like that. Something like this. That's not correct, because we have it coming this way. Yeah, that's good. Given how completely amazing these Dwarven tiles have turned out with their style and lighting, I would definitely support the Drow City tile set in the future. Oh, thank you very much. I'm quite happy with them myself, I have to be honest. I think these are my favorite ones I did so far. And yeah, I'd love some Drow stuff too, to be honest. We could have like, you know, purplish lights with like blues and like, you know, crystals and shit like that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I definitely want to visit that too. Maybe next month that could be one of the things, because, you know, we're doing Spooktober, because it's Halloween coming, so have to be thematical. So yeah, it might be one of them. Actually, I've been thinking about them. I'm torn a bit between that and a what you call it? Like a gothic looking, you know, vampire style thing. We'll see. There's definitely gonna be a beast tribes. That's one that's locked in with like orcs and shit, monsters, you know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll think on it. Okay, let's see how this goes. It's pretty much correct, I think. Yeah. This is not completely right. There's a bit more here. Better. Okay, thing with the statue here. So, like this, and then like such. This should be in shadow because of the column as well. We put some light on the corner there, I think. That will be fine. And that's that, I think. We can add this here, maybe being darker a bit. And then I'll come back with a small brush in a bit. So, because this would light it in slightly. Right? So something like that, maybe. Let's say that's scattered light. Good enough. Alright. Cool. Let's add some individual lights of the buildings. Let's have light coming out of there. That's fun. Come on. Ah, shit. I'm in the wrong mode. Like that. That's pretty cool. Nice effect. If Barovia and Drover on the menu though, I'd vote Barovia. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, it's very thematical. Ravenloft are always failed in a sort of twilight of semi-darkness. Yes. Yeah. True. I might go something with like infernal stuff. I don't know. I have to think on it. I want them to be useful too, so I don't want to go with anything niche. That's why Beast Tribes will definitely be there, because people have been asking for it already. So it's like, you know, I want it to be useful too, not just cool. So I'll sit down and have a think on it. But Drow is feeling strong. A strong choice for me. We'll see. Okay, let's keep going here. Once I have pretty much all the base, like, most used stuff done, we have beasts, you know, we have high elves, we have, I don't even know, like, whatever. We have the most used things pretty much on lock. Then we can like drive into like weird territories and make like sci-fi maps and shit, right? I really want to make sci-fi stuff too. That's gonna be fun. Skyscrapers and like cyberpunky things. Shit like that. But I'll only be able to do that once, you know. All the rest is pretty much done. I want to fill out oh, voice crack. I want to fill out generic demand first. and then I'll go into specifics, if that makes sense. Alright, there we go. I think that's it. I'm not gonna push it anymore. It looks pretty good. That's a little elevator main square thing. So, there we go. Oh man. Time for a break. But first, we're gonna finish this off with this. Wow, I love how much of a difference that makes. Okay. Cool. There we have it. So I'm gonna shut down the stream for like 20 minutes or so, half an hour. I'm gonna get some behind the scenes work done as well. Some emails and stuff. And then I'll come back and we're gonna keep drawing. Just realized that if you do draw using the same style of cave, I can make a custom tiles and expand it. Yes. Underground stuff is meant to connect with underground stuff. Outward stuff is meant to connect with outward stuff. So, in theory, if you make further like mountain stuff, you could connect dwarven things with, you know, upstairs regions. Just a thought. So if you will make ever like Nordic stuff, you can put some like Nordic village outside of the like dwarf cities and things like that. If you want. Like it's not, you know, not many people will want to do that, but the option will be there. So yeah, there we go. Yeah. One could lead into the other. And whatever you want. Yeah, same with, I'm planning on underwater stuff too. So like coral reefs and you know, like, what are those people called? The name escapes me. The underwater folk. They're not called merfolk, are they? Whatever. So whatever underwater like civilization you have, I want to make stuff for them too. That's another one that's going to be super fun. And we can play with the lighting effects there as well. But that's further down the line for sure. It's not, it's a bit niche. Yeah, pretty much Atlantis, yeah. Pretty much. And you know, we can have like ruined versions as well. Like crumbled down things, with, like grown over with like moss and whatever. I also want to do Feywild, so similar stuff to the Wood Elves, but like more magical, like mushroom fields and you know, whatever. So that's another thing. What else? Yeah, High Elves is a big one. With like silver trimmed, like beautiful buildings and stuff, you know. Shit of that nature. I don't know. Alright, well, we have a ton more dwarves to do. And the end of the month is gaining on us, so I'm gonna go take a quick break. And then I'll come back in a bit. Probably like 20 minutes or so. So, see you in a bit, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, see you next